I think KUKU Maker does everything very well and offer a lot of options to our customer and also like the user, like how they brew and do their own very unique recipe.
I think it's a very versatile machine, and I was really surprised with how many things it can do at once.
Hi Chris, long time no see.
No, see, have you been?
Yeah, I'm very good. I heard that your team is developing a very unique new coffee machine.
Yeah, KUKU Maker. Let's have a look.
Sure, let's go. It looks so cool. Is it a coffee machine? It looks a bit like a coffee grinder.
It's a semi-automatic coffee machine, but it doesn't have a grinding function. You can use it to make almost all kind of coffee.
As we know that the traditional brewing method with conventional coffee machine, they all have different brewing recipe and limitations. For example, like the espresso coffee machine, we are not able to make cold brew with like extra coarse grinding. Sometimes when we brew over, we have to do like a high temperature but relatively coarser grinding so that we are not able to get like espresso machine coffee strength. So what can KUKU Maker does?
KUKU Maker is very unique. It completely breaks all those traditional coffee brewing rules. Fundamentally, it representing a new way of making coffee for the industry. On KUKU Maker, you can make espresso, Americano, pour, cold brew, and a cold brew espresso that regular coffee machine cannot make. You can make coffee in your own way without limitation, which is extraordinary.
Sounds fantastic. So what is the brewing process of KUKU Maker?
KUKU Maker utilizes centrifugal force technology, cyclic extraction technology, and electromagnetic heating technology. The extraction pressure is controlled by the centrifugal force technology. Extraction time is independently controlled through cyclic extraction technology, and water temperature is controlled through electromagnetic heating technology. So the extraction time can be actively set by the user, make the extraction time completely controllable. This is a way of further adjusting concentration for KUKU Maker. Firstly, I'm going to make you a very special ice water brewed coffee.
Ice water brew, that takes hours. Usually we do like 8 to 12 hours.
KUKU Maker only takes 2 to 3 minutes.
That's amazing. I bought some beans. Can we pick one?
Oh, looking forward.
Let's try this one from Jägerschäffe. The yellow honey process is also a medium light roast, but it tastes like rose water, nectarine, and honey.
Let's do that. I'm going to use 20 gram with the nutty grinder.
Okay.
The grind setting I will set to 1.5, which equivalent to EK around 2, which is very fine.
So we do ice water brewing with a very fast grinding today.
Yeah, almost to espresso.
How about the brewing time? How much time for brewing? 2 to 3 minutes, is that?
Today we set around 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah. 50 gram of ice and 80 gram of water. Pour the powder into the chamber. Twist. Simple click. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, sure. So now you are activating the brewing process.
Now is the grooming and then goes to the extraction.
Oh, so you was distributing the ground coffee in the basket.
Yeah.
So now it's extracting.
Yes. It's around 6,000 RPM and equivalent to 9 bar.
So we are making ice water brewing with a light bar.
Yeah.
Nice. That's why we can do the extraction in such a short time because of the pressure.
Yes. And the water can go through 0.1 mm basket and be duplicable cyclic extraction. So the water not only goes through once, and it goes through several times. It doesn't look like coffee, doesn't it?
It looks amazing. And I can smell the aroma already.
Please enjoy it.
Thank you. It's very aromatic. Very creamy mouthfeel and floral. Oh, and tastes exactly like what we put on the flavor notes. Very creamy, mouthfeel, aromatic, smooth, like velvet, tastes like rose water, and the sweetness is very high too. I'm impressed.
We have a try ice blue coffee, and we are going to try some real espresso on the KUKU Maker.
What's the difference between making espresso with the KUKU Maker and also the traditional semi-automatic espresso machine?
On the conventional coffee machine, as I said, there's a limited grind size and limited temperature and limited extraction time to get a perfect cup of espresso. And today we are going to use KUKU to try the different flavor of the coffee. There's a lot of things we can try.
Sure. How should we start?
How about coffee beans? Which one would you recommend, Birdie?
For espresso, let's try the Winter Black. It's a darkest roast that we have. It's a Colombian blend with Indonesian coffee. So it tastes like maple syrup, dried plum, and dark chocolate. Very, very good for espresso brewing.
We are going to do a room temperature espresso. I think you will never try before. For KUKU Maker, you can adjust how to make the coffee from this panel on an app. First thing you can do is that you can change the RPM, which is equivalent to the bars you can see on top. And you can adjust changing time, like first stage is pre-infusion, or first stage is grooming the coffee powder, and then start to spin. And after a certain stage, you can lower the spin to prevent over extraction. And the time is adjustable. You can adjust the time over here from 30 seconds up to like 3 minutes. And also you can check the temperature from room temperature to 100 degrees. And also the water volume can be pre-programmed, so easy to remember. And the coffee beans is here. And after doing that, you just press save and the profile is in. It will come up from these brew guides and all the presetting program algorithm is inside. And for the first coffee, we're going to use a room temperature espresso with the 60 second, 20 grams, 50 ml, and room temperature. We are going to use this room temperature espresso recipe and doing applying and using by simply click start. I'm going to prepare around 20 to 25 grams, I would say 20, and 50 ml room temperature water. Here is 20 grams of coffee, 50 ml. Here you go.
Oh, I think the extraction is very high. The strength is very high too. It's really sweet, medium body, dark chocolate maple syrup. I think the flavor is right on spot. Let's do the package fine and with the same coffee to water ratio, same brewing temperature, and let's see how it goes.
We are going to set the grind setting to almost zero, make it a Turkish grind. 50 grams of water and 20 grams of coffee. Making an espresso with Turkish grind. That's something I never tried before.
Yeah, with something that the espresso machine cannot do.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, I'm excited. I think the aroma is even more pronounced. Oh, better body, higher strength too. Absolutely not over extracted. The dark chocolate more pronounced, and also high bittersweet. In terms of the aftertaste, still very clean, very good body. I think it's very successful. I'm impressed because usually with the Turkish vine, with the espresso machine, it's either not able to successfully brew the shot or very much over extracted, very high bitterness, or even taste burnt. But I think this is very enjoyable cup of coffee.
We are going to change one parameter from 60 seconds to 90 seconds on this brew. There we go. The second trial,
So what's the difference this time?
we change the extraction time from 60 seconds to 90 seconds.
I think the aroma is very good. Better body, high intensity of flavor, higher sweetness too. I'm impressed. This time it's more like favorite body. Dark chocolate is really pronounced, like drinking dark chocolate syrup now.
For the regular espresso hot, we are going to set extraction time to 40 seconds at 95 degrees and 20 grams of coffee powder and 50 ml water. Let's do that. Alright, curious to try as well. Want to try some?
Yeah, it's very good aroma and good creamer too. The texture is very like velvet. Very high extraction, very high intensity of flavor. Sweetness is also very high. In terms of flavor, it's just like dark chocolate syrup. It's a very good espresso. In terms of the parameter, it's very flexible in terms of like brewing time, brewing temperature, ground size, and like the rotation, which equivalent to the extraction pressure. I think KUKU Maker does everything very well and offer a lot of options to our customer and also like the user, like how they brew and do their own very unique recipe. I think this is a very good coffee maker. I'm very impressed by the flexibility of like brewing parameters that it offers to the users. Brewing temperature from ice water to like 95 degrees Celsius. Brewing time, the rotation speed, the RPM that also equivalent to the brewing pressure. In terms of the coffee quality by KUKU Maker, like the cold brew, in a very short period of time, the preparation time and the brewing time, we can make very high extraction cold brew with full flavor. Brewing with ice water with high extraction is definitely something groundbreaking. And also in terms of like the hot brewing, it gives a lot of option about their own personal preference to brew the coffee up to their standard, their preferences. I will send my colleague Chester with more coffee and we would like to try on the KUKU coffee maker.
Well, much appreciated.
Thank you for having us.
Hi Chester, long time no see.
Hey Chris, long time.
Hi Chester, long time no see.
Hey Chris, long time. So I heard from Birdie that you are developing some new very special machine.
Yes, we've been working on this KUKU Maker.
Looks incredibly slick. I brought some beans for this occasion from Hazel and Hershey. Espresso beans, dark roast, medium, pour-over beans, ranging from natural anaerobic to supernatural and washed to see what the machine can actually do.
First of all, I'm going to make an ice water extracted espresso that you will never try before.
This is Vanta Black, the darkest of our roasts.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Sure, let's try that. I'm going to use 20 grams of espresso grind coffee, 150 grams of ice water. Looks like a cup of milk coffee.
It smells like coffee. Wow, so smooth.
Yep. How about the flavor wise?
It's quite amazing because I can still taste the prune and I can still tell it's a coffee. I can tell it's the bean I know, but it's incredibly smooth. There's no astringency whatsoever.
Other machine cannot do.
It's quite amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. How about room temperature water?
Oh, sure.
Should we try some different bean?
Oh, sure. Let's try this.
Gina is 100% Ethiopian blend, and it's named after a local Ethiopian dialect. Melkam Gena actually means Merry Christmas.
Okay, let's try that. I'm going to make this coffee with 20 grams of coffee. I'm going to set the grind finer to 0.5 and brew it with 50 grams of water. Okay.
Let's give it a go.
Okay. You can see there's creamer on top.
It looks like an espresso.
Yep.
But it was made with room temperature water.
Yep. Let's try the TDS. Have a try on the taste.
9% with the room temperature.
Yep. You can try with this one. The reading will be slightly different.
10.6.
Yeah, that's espresso strength, isn't it?
The aroma is fully of an espresso.
What do you reckon?
Wow. This is quite amazing. It does taste like an espresso going over an ice ball, but without any dilution.
After we try the espresso at room temperature, I will recommend us to try the hand drip and pour.
How about we give this a go? Maybe we should try the most standard recipe. I mean, it's very much fruit forward. The aroma of pineapple, passion fruit, raspberry. It's very ripe, tropical.
Look at the color, it's almost the same extraction yield as your drip coffee over there.
I can smell it from here.
Yeah, let's try it.
It's a tasty cup of coffee. It's super smooth, very clean. Still the same amount of fruit. I like it.
Let's do espresso then. Want to try on a conventional coffee machine? We can compare together.
Should we go head to head?
Yeah, sure.
Outstanding.
What will be your extraction recipe? You can give me a grind for you.
I would go probably 1 on that, which would be equivalent to 1.5 on a standard Malconic EK.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
We try to try the TDS. That's almost 11 concentration.
11.2.
That's
quite impressive.
That's quite impressive. It is almost similar concentration.
To a professional machine. I will go for KUKU first.
Yep, let's do that.
Aroma of almond. And citrus peel. Very good flavor. By comparison, I think it's a little bit different. There is more roasty flavors, roasted rice, and dark fruit. However, the level of integrated acidity is very much the same. Why don't you give it a go? What about cleaning of the KUKU?
Quite easy. Pour the water in. Anti-clockwise in another way.
We are going to do some small upgrades on the machine on the coming months. First, we are going to add a monitor here. Secondly, we are going to add a sprout because you can change the location and also can make the espresso into two. And third one, we are going to reduce the noise of the machine because now it's still a prototype. Four, we are going to increase the volume to 300 ml so you can get a lot more volume in once making. And lastly, we are going to add a heat resistance cover which is made by wood. So people, when taking the cover up, they can heat resistant to protect the hand.
I think it's a very versatile machine, and I was really surprised with how many things it can do at once. It's essentially a barista quality cup of coffee in your home. I was really surprised, especially with the cold brew. I've never seen anything like that, and the filter pour over coffee was just great. I mean, I might just get one for my own house. It's very impressive, and let's be honest, it's an incredibly slick looking machine. I'd love to have it on my countertop. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, being Chester, for coming to taste the coffee machine with us again.
Pleasure is mine.
Thank you.
Make sure you invite me for the next iteration as well.
Definitely.
See you soon.
See you soon. KUKU Maker is a rule-breaking coffee machine, innovatively allow coffee lovers, beginners, and baristas to explore and create unlimited ways of coffee brewing and obtain new flavor from the same bean that you may never experience before. What do you think about this coffee machine? Do you have more idea about how to brew with it? Welcome to join us and explore together.